Happy Saturday, Saturday. Who's that? So late, son. What up, Rohan? Nathan. All natural. All, all natural. What up? Silky Journey. Queen Aries. Distracted. Needy. Draymond. He says, Al Aqua. Says, got a good amount of money. We profit. 419. Distracted. Good money medal. So I don't do the sushi no more, bro. Shonda Curry. Shonda, is that Curry? That girl, Rob McCoy. Red the Well. I don't know if you see this bracket. Teresa Lynn L. Red the Well. Roger Ragland. Roger Ragland. What up, Brian 76 TV? They make, they are. Jasmine Lambo. What up? Who's that? NBC Forever? What up? Niles Dickens. I got the name. That's the West Trio. What up? Steve. What up? Codename Kip. Adrian. EG. That's who it is. EG Carter. What up? State Entertainment. DJ Isaac Preston. Flag One. Bracket. IT. Plain old B. What up? HG. What's cracking, everybody? That's it. One Chanel. What up? Here we go. Just talking about shit that came about this last week. We got to see what's going on. All right. So, as announcement, as we always do, everybody who's ready to stop is on the way. Then, as they get it, clear, and know, I forgot to do this week. That. Also, you know, just so you know, this is so you know, how this now is patient or make sure you go to the Voting Rights Foundation.org and sign up like so many people are doing. There's so many people in the game. Spread it well. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. So you can't hear me? Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. So let me know if y'all can y'all hear me better? Is that better? Anyone? Anyone? Better, better? All right. I think the Bluetooth was on. Sorry, y'all. As I was saying, so go back to the announcements. Thank everybody for showing up. All the people who didn't hear your names, sorry, I ain't about to go back over your names. But I appreciate y'all for showing up. As I was saying, know your rights. If you're waiting on your package, it's probably out to you. It takes about 10 days. So if you haven't gotten it yet, just be patient. But if it's been over a month, I probably didn't see it. So make sure you hit me up and let me know. Uh, and let me know that you ordered the package, and so just so I can see it. If you want to volunteer, like I said, get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org and sign up, like so many people are doing right now. We killing the game. We're about to change this and flip this whole thing. So if you want to be a part of that, you don't want to get left behind because I'm telling you,
This thing is real. You don't want to get left behind. Get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org and sign up before we get really crazy with this. And then, you could have got in at the beginning, and then you may get lost in the mix. So get on over there, sign up. We're teaching you the law for free. For free. You ain't got to pay nothing. Now, who else doing that? We just want you to be motivated. You got to bring your motivation with you in a handbag with you. Pack it on the side of your hip. But we ain't, because we're not going to motivate you. But if you're self-motivated, get on over there. We will teach you the law for free so that you can get out there and pay it forward to the rest of the community and start teaching that law. So knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Also, if you want any of the good stuff that we have over here, the exemption cards. In case y'all heard, we're gonna talk about this today, but they just put the crack scene, the cupcake, on the schedule for the children, which is crazy because there's so much evidence coming out against it, but they're just pushing along with it because that's their agenda. So if you need a cupcake exemption notice, go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Make sure you get, this is the religious exemption, this is the liability notice. Lets them know that they're responsible if they force you to get that cupcake. They're trying to talk about the XB15.5 is kicking up in the last month or so. They're trying to push that out there. Now they're talking about the Marburg is coming and all that. So hey, they ain't letting go of this. They not letting go of the cupcake one world order. So make sure y'all prepared and you got your notices right here. knowyourrightsfoundation.org. And if you want the package, the full Know Your Rights package, make sure you go to realnuggas.com and order the Great Book of Melanin Research. There it is. Great Book of Melanin Research. I will give you the whole Know Your Rights package. That's all it is. That even comes with the P.F. Heiser Bakery Report. I'm going to throw in just this week. I'm not doing the cards. You can't get the cards anymore, everybody. Furious Daps, appreciate you, brother. You can't. I'm not throwing in 3 cards anymore, everybody. I cleared out the boxes out of my kitchen, so sorry you don't get that deal no more. But I will, because they up this cupcake mandates. They're trying to up this. I will throw the liability notice if you order the package. So you're gonna get the flashcards. You're gonna get the whole thing, the flashcards. Plus, I'm gonna throw in the liability notice for free. All right. So if you go to Know Your Rights Foundation, you'll see how much this is, but I'm going to throw this in for free, and it comes with the liability report or the P.F. Heiser Bakery report that they did, the study they did that showed that their own study showed that it didn't work. So make sure y'all get over there, knowyourrightsfoundation.org, or if you want the whole package for free, realnuggets.com. I'm only doing that deal for this week. All right, from this Saturday to next Saturday. If you want the liability notice, just get over to realnuggets.com and order the full package, the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy. All right. Also, we got weed juice. We ain't forgot about Timmy Tight Top. Make sure y'all get over there. My man, his car, somebody just jacked him. Somebody just broke into his car. So make sure y'all get over there, get this weed juice. He gonna need your help. This is weedjuice.com. This is the berry bonita. I froze this. So it's still yummy and delicious. Make sure y'all get that. This berry bonita is off the chain. It's the grapefruit, orange, lemon, ginger, and berries. Nothing but berries, juices and berries. So make sure you get over there and get your juices and berries. All right, wejuice.com, OUIjuice.com. Make sure y'all hook my boy Timmy Tight Top up. What up, Hassan? I see you in the chat the last couple weeks. You don't have Timmy Tight Top as your handle. You got Hassan, so you got your real name in there. So if you see Hassan McCullough in the chat today, say what's up. That's Timmy Tight Top. Make sure y'all get over there and hook the brother up, because that's the homie. All right, everybody. Let's start talking about it. So, know y'all done heard about the aliens. So we didn't talk about it last week. They had shot them down last week when we did the live stream, but wanted to get them a little more information on it. So you saw they had the balloon, the balloon from China, right? From China. They had the balloon from China, and everybody was trying to say that was a UFO. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. They were trying to say that was a UFO. China admitted, though, it was their balloon. Like, oh, sorry, our bad. we didn't mean for y'all to see that. Sorry. So they admitted it was theirs, but what's going on? So after that, then 3 more UFOs got seen in the sky, got shot down. One over Alaska, Canada shot down one. I forgot where the other one was. So UFOs, right? Alien UFOs, but they're saying there was no observable propulsion on the UFOs. And they say that, meaning when they usually say that, that means they're trying to allude to the fact that it may be extraterrestrial in origin. So no propulsion. So now they shot it down, supposedly. Now they really think that the public is dumb as shit. Don't forget to take your shoes off before you walk in the crib. That means hit that like button. Y'all know I don't got to tell y'all no more. Take your shoes off before you enter my crib. Hit the like button. So they must think people are stupid as hell. If they think that we believe that America or anybody on this planet can shoot down an extraterrestrial craft that had the technology and knowledge to get all the way from their planet to here, but they didn't have the technology to defend themselves if attacked by one of the native species. They got all the way here. They got the technology. They got all the way from their planet, thousands and thousands of light years, all the way from their planet, all the technology in the world. But as soon as they got here, nigga, they couldn't outrun an F-18. Get the fuck out of here. Anybody who believes that is a fucking idiot. Anybody believe that shit is dumb as fuck. And they know that. But they can just throw that out there. Let the dumb motherfuckers run with it. You believe that, don't you? It's good. So that's what's popping off with the aliens. Now, why are they doing it? Why are they throwing up the aliens? You know, they've been pushing them damn aliens. So there's anybody ever heard of Project Project Bluebeam? It was some book. So the dude who wrote Behold the Pale Horse, I forgot, something Cooper. He talked about it back in the 80s. And so then another guy wrote a book about it. I forgot that dude's name. Y'all can look it up. Project Bluebeam. But basically it was he talked about a plan by Henry Kissinger and these cats to bring about a fake alien attack so that they could bring about the one world order, because they said if we experience a threat, an existential threat from outer space, that would make all the people in the world come together. Forget all your differences, fuck your freedom, fuck your rights, all of that shit. You ain't got no more of that shit. But you don't care because there's an alien right there, nigga, been ready to fuck you in the ass. He getting ready to do an anal probe on you and your family right now. You better give up your goddamn right. You don't want to give up your right? Aliens. Here they go. Right here. Right there. There they go. You don't want to give up your rights? Aliens. There they go. That's what they think. That's what they're trying to make you think, right? If you don't give up your rights, they're going to hand you over for an alien probe. Like, nigga, not one of the little probes. You in the line for the big probe. Like, put that nigga in the telephone probe line. Yeah, your probe gonna be as big as a telephone pole right there. So, that's what they want you to think, right? So who's planning? Who's back behind this? The World Economic Forum, maybe? The World Economic Forum. Couldn't be out that they came out. They were planning fake UFO attacks in order to also bring about the one world government. So see how the two play. Project Bluebeam back in the 80s. Then WEF has come out that they had a plan to do also fake UFO attacks to bring about their one world. So the one world plan, we obviously know is still going. That's why the World Economic Forum get together every year. So they got the one world plan going, but they need you. It's not going the way they thought. It's not going like they thought. They thought first of all they was gonna take out a bunch of y'all with the Boogie V. That didn't happen because the universe is way more gangster than any damn human. You're not gonna outthink and kill life like that, nigga. It's way more intelligent than you. So the fact that they just thought they was gonna do that was just ridiculous. The body is far greater intelligence than anything that man can ever think of. So the fact that you think you just gonna take out, no, the body is also a sentient being. It's always moving. It's getting better. It's evolving, nigga. So whatever you do to it, it's not just gonna take it. It's gonna fucking take it and try to figure out how to beat it, which is what the body did. So their plan didn't work like they thought, right? So they had to keep pushing. They got to keep pushing. You're figuring out everything. The TikTok videos and the YouTube videos and all that. There's too much stuff coming out. They can't control the narrative, right? So we'll label it, all right, whatever, we can't control the narrative, so we'll just say whatever we don't agree with is misinformation. Fuck it. we'll just do it that way. We can't control, we got all this technology, we made this technology to control everyone else, but it's really freeing everybody else. So how do we gain control back? We'll just say, all right, whatever the hell they say on the damn thing, if we don't agree with it, it's misinformation, right? So we put that shit out, and then, but that didn't work. So you're fighting back. Everybody's fighting back. Did you hear that in France right now? They have they're today, and was it France? Yeah, in France. So they're doing no, not excuse me, not France, in Oxford. Not my bad. So in France, they had protests the last couple of weeks against the war. They've had war. We ain't mashing like that. So they had the protests against the war this last week in France. In Oxford, in England, they're holding protests today to fight against the 15-minute cities that the WEF is trying to push. So usually the World Economic Forum is able to do their dirt in the darkness. But with the social media platforms and all this and that type of shit, man, the clips are going out. They're going crazy viral right now, especially if you got Telegram. If y'all don't got Telegram, you crazy. I'm sorry. If y'all don't got Telegram, y'all is fucking nuts right now. Telegram is where all the information is flowing. The major platform where all the information is flowing. That's just how it is. I don't know how they getting away with it. They may be letting them do it so they can say, you know, we told you in some type of way, because you know the law is they have to tell you what they're doing in order to stave off some of the karma. So they may allow Telegram to exist because they can say law, you know, actually we told you, you could have went to Telegram. Everybody telling all the stuff on Telegram. So on Telegram, this is where they breaking all that shit off, right? And so they said in 2024, they upped their plan to 2024, where they're going to announce this existential threat from aliens, right? Extraterrestrials, that we're going to have to come together to fight. Even Ronald Reagan said this. So if you go look at, there's a what's the documentary by Zachariah Ascension? It's called Are We Alone? That's one of the very first videos I watched that got me into Anunnaki and stuff. So go try to check out that video. It's called Are We Alone? And that's by Zachariah Ascension, the dude who was breaking down the Anunnaki. He was one of the first cats to try to break down the Anunnakis and shit, right? So in that video, they show a clip of Ronald Reagan giving a speech at the UN, saying that how all of our differences would just subside if we had an existential threat from outer space. That how all of our differences would just fall to the wayside if if some aliens came and invaded, right? So he said that shit at the UN. So what is this stuff? What is it really for, right? What is this shit for? So we're going to get to that in a second, because the other thing that happened was the train derailment on February 3rd. Did y'all hear about the train derailment? No, you did. I know you heard about it. Did y'all know 3 train derailments happened that same day? Happened in the same day? 3 train derailments happened in the same day. That ain't the only one, though. So then you had, so that was the one in Ohio, and it spilled the VC, which is vinyl chloride, right? So it spilled, and it said 1,000,000 pounds, 1,000,000 pounds of vinyl chloride was spilled into the land, and then they burnt it. They tried to set it on fire. Thank you, Carol. Appreciate you. Thanks everybody for hitting the super chat. Thank all my mods in there too today. Man, 1,000 pounds. So I mean, excuse me, 1,000,000 pounds. So if you don't know, a ton is 2,000 pounds. So you do the math on how many tons that is. So 2,000 pounds equals 1 ton. So they said what happened is they didn't want it to explode. This is the explanation they gave. They said because they didn't want it to explode, they set it on fire. They wanted to do a controlled burn so that they can get it out. Now, what happens is when you heat vinyl chloride, the vapor gets into the air. The vapor molecules, excuse me, the molecules of the vinyl chloride attach to water molecules and turn that into hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. Do y'all know what hydrochloric acid is? It's the acid in your stomach. The most acidic shit, the acid in your stomach that burns away the food, that eats the food, breaks down the food in your stomach. They said that's in the air now. People were breathing and lungs were burning and they were coughing and throwing up. Foxes dying. All the fish and frogs and shit. They would scrape the ground. This girl, she took a stick. So one girl, she threw a rock in the pond and all the shit came up. The rainbow shit came up in the pond. Then one girl, she took a stick and she tapped the ground. She pressed the ground and you could see the shit come. So it was in the ground. So it's saturating the earth. It's saturating the earth so much so that you can stick in the ground and then it squeezes it out of the ground. Now that went into the river with that Ohio, where it feeds it waters that's water for 5 million people. 5 million people. Now it happened on February 3rd. We didn't hear nothing about that shit till February 8th, 7th or 8th. That's when all the news about it started really coming out, because all the people in Palestine, not Palestine, it's Palestine. White folks want to change shit up when when they get over here. It's Palestine. It's Palestine, Ohio. No, nigga, it's Palestine. Fuck out of here. So in Palestine, they started to get worried about it and start putting out a lot of information and start to pick up, start to get viral, right? So now this is the thing. I know y'all heard about the movie White Noise. So there's a movie called White Noise on Netflix with Don Cheadle and the dude who played Kylo Ren. I hate that dude. I don't like him as an actor. Donald Driver or some shit. I think that's his name. Is it Donald Driver? Something like that. Y'all know. Put it in the thing. But the dude who played Kylo Ren, which is the softest, wackest bitch's name for a damn a Dark Lord Sith. Kylo Ren, nigga, that don't incite fear in nobody. Kylo Ren, nigga, I ain't getting scared if you tell me Kylo Ren is coming, nigga, from the dark side. Like, nigga, bring Kylo Ren bitch ass in here, nigga. Kai, that's his name, nigga. I slap shit out of bitch ass nigga named Kai. But anyway, I digress. God damn it, it got me pissed off. But so he in the movie. It's his movie actually. Don Cheadle's in the movie, and then Andre 3000. He's in the movie. He showed up. He popped up in the back. I'm like, wait a minute. Hey, that's Andre. Hold up, nigga. So Andre 3000 is in the movie. Shout out to him. It's a whack movie. It's a whack movie. But when they get to the train derailment and they start breaking that shit down, that's the major part. That's the major part of the movie. And then other than the husband, the Donald Driver dude, him being a punk ass bitch because his wife is fucking some other dude. But the main movie, when they get into the railroad spill, he gives a whole speech about death as the train thing is happening. And he's not talking, he's talking about thinking about and focusing on death, but he's not talking about death now or death in the past. He's talking about future death. Death of people in the future. So why he now you go watch the movie. The speech that he gave was so crazy intense. He was like in the school and everybody was around him watching him. Nigga just caught hanging on his every damn word as he was talking and speaking about death. And the train was crashing and exploding and shit all around him. Then all this stuff was going in the air, right? So then they were trying to evacuate the town. This is in the movie. They're trying to evacuate the town, and he didn't want to leave. And his son he's more like a science kid, and he was really on it. He was hearing stuff, and they were saying, yeah, we got to evacuate. And the husband, he just did not want to leave. Now he's a professor at a college, and so he didn't want to leave. And then this nigga said his reason for not wanting to leave. He said, sadly, he said it's not going to hit us. The cloud is not going to come here. We're not going to be affected by it. Because he said, sadly, this is what according to him, he said, sadly, it's, what do you say, poor and uneducated communities who are affected by natural and man-made disasters first. He said, you know, sadly enough, it's not for us. It's not for rich people. It's not for educated or rich. Natural disasters don't mess with us. But it did. It came from these niggas and they had to evacuate. But the fact that they said that shit, they let you know how they think. The natural disaster, he said, disasters are only affects rich people, poor people and uneducated. So, usually first is what he said, right? So, that's the whole movie thinking about death. So I'm like, why are they putting this shit out, right? Why are they putting this out? Now, we know, now let me go back a little bit because there's some more to this. So the owners of the railroad company, they some Wall Street billionaires. It's owned by some hedge funds and shit like that. Guess who part of the hedge funds? Who own the shit? BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, all them. Those are the big super investment firms, the biggest ones who have trillions of dollars in assets between them. Like BlackRock got 10 trillion, Vanguard like 7 or 8 trillion, State Street has 5 trillion. So those are economies of countries that these cats have, right? So those are the cats who own the railroad. So that's why you didn't hear shit about it when it first happened. There was a media blitz. Then when dude tried to report on it, the reporter was arrested. I know y'all saw that shit. The brother. They arrested the brother for trying to report on the shit. Then all that backlash came out, and then the mayor or the governor, we're sorry. We don't arrest journalists around here. No, we don't do that. That's no, blah, 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 bloopity bloop. Yeah, nigga, that's bullshit. Y'all stop the man from reporting on this thing, right? So, what is there's a lot of little things going on. Why did they do this? And then right after that, just so y'all know, there were chemical fires. There were other chemical fires in Florida, just happened in Florida, Norway, Ohio, Louisiana, Texas, and Hawaii, and Montreal. These are chemical fires that just happened in these places recently, right? Chemical fires, meaning these are terrible volatile chemicals that when they burn, they put volatile. They say VOCs, they volatile organic compounds, but these are terrible chemicals that'll fuck your shit up, right? Cancerous chemicals that they put in the air, right? What is the major plan they have going right now? Agenda 2030, right? Depopulation plan depopulation. Hey, what if we just explode some chemicals near some towns, let that shit seep out and burn into the air, Let it drip into the water where millions of people drink from and bathe, wash their hands and clothes and all that shit. And them chemicals get into that. Go watch Aaron Brockovich if you think that shit ain't real. Them chemicals leach into everything. Then, in about, what, 5-10 years, we done knocked out a good, how many people get sick? That's part of the depopulation, right on schedule. And they did all these chemical fires all over the place. At the same time, 3 derailments in one fucking day, all dropping chemicals. Come on, man. No coincidences. we know ain't no coincidences in the universe. This is depopulation plan. Saturate the ground. Make the ground infertile for anything to grow in. Come on, y'all. These niggas are on some depopulation shit. And if you go watch the movie Unstoppable, go watch that. First of all, that's a dope-ass movie. Shout out to Denzel. That's a dope-ass movie, right? That's one of his best. But Unstoppable, when the runaway train, the train took off, and it was a runaway train, and Denzel and the other dude, the Caucasian dude, they had to go stop it. It had the chemicals. It had the chemicals on it, some volatile chemicals, some major chemicals that would cause cancer if it exploded. And so they were dealing with the executives. They were calling into the executive office, and the executive office was like, they were trying to do some dirty shit to try to get the train off the road, but they weren't telling the public. And so this is same shit. Go look at the movie. Same exact thing going down with the billionaire. It was Wall Street billionaires. They called the Wall Street billionaire on the golf course and told him the train was out of order. The train was like, he said, "What's going on?" All right, well, and then he told him to do some shady shit. And then he hung up the phone when he went back to golfing. So this is the Wall Street billionaire. Same shit. So this is going on, and I believe it's planned depopulation, why that shit happened. And they just happened in a movie that just came out a year ago. Right, less than a year ago, that movie came out, White Noise. And then it happened exactly the way it happened in the movie. Y'all go see the movie. Go, you can plug it up today. Pull it up today. It happened exactly the same way. The exact same crap. Man, it's come on, this is called predictive programming, y'all. Y'all know the game. So then we go back to the UFO releases. So this all the UFO shit information comes out at the same week that you got this derailment dropping all the goddamn chemicals in Palestine, right? So let's do a media blackout on that. Or let's throw UFOs in the goddamn sky. So remember, when you looking up, you should be looking down, and when they tell you to look down, you should be looking up. That's how that shit works. So they trying to get you. This is a media blackout to me, or to get you focused somewhere else on these UFOs, so they know you don't focus on the other shit they got popping off. And what's the major shit? So that's one thing, the derailment. But what's the real major thing that they don't want you focused on? Could it be that this week, just out of nowhere, this week, they released the Epstein list? I don't know. Could that be? Could that be? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm just a conspiracy theorist. But kind of crazy all this shit happened right at the same time. We got a train derailment. We got UFOs and a whole bunch of other shit. The same damn week, they want to release the goddamn list, right? The Epstein list. Why didn't they want you to see the list? Who's on the list, y'all? I don't know. Did you check it out? Did they release it? Did you see it? I saw some of it. Let's go through a little bit, shall we? Let's just go and peruse through the list and see who's on here. Now, mind you, because they on the list does not mean that they was over there doing some freaky shit with kids. We gonna have to say that. It don't mean that. They could have been over there partying, doing networking and stuff like that, and that's just where they held the parties. So we don't necessarily know that they did this. Now, having said that, they most likely was doing the do. Now, it doesn't mean that they were, because a lot of these people weren't probably not doing it. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that seriously. A lot of these people probably weren't doing stuff. They were just caught up. Epstein was a big networker in the major circles, and to be in that circle, you met a lot of people, a lot of powerful people. So people would try to get in that circle. Yo, 670 something people, only 370 something likes. Hey man, stop ear hustling. Damn it, hit the like button. Take your damn shoes off. Take your shoes off, you put your feet up. You don't take your shoes off, you gotta get your ass, keep your ass up. Keep your ass outside my door. So, the list. So, let's go over a little bit. What up, bro? LY, thank you, brother. So, came out one of the emails. They showed one of the emails. And one of the JP Morgan executives, his name was Jess Staley. Jess Staley, a JP Morgan executive, right? He wrote a email to Epstein, and in the email, that nigga said, "I probably shouldn't be writing you this." That nigga said, "I probably shouldn't be saying this, but goddamn, my nigga, you hooked me up with the two." And then he started using Disney code. They called it Disney code, and he said that Snow White was off the chain. I'm paraphrasing, y'all. So the Snow White was off the chain. What up with the Beauty and the Beast? And then he said, "I don't know. I could probably do the Beauty. We gotta, give me a little time for the Beast." They are talking about hooking him up with these young girls, and they're using Disney code to describe the young girls: Snow White, Beauty and the Beast. And then you wonder why Disney then flipped all the way to the child fuckery that they're doing right now. You think that's a coincidence? You think Bob Iger? Now, I didn't see his name on the list, but this ain't the list that came out is not the full real list. So what I'm about to read y'all is not the full real list, because Hillary not on it, Kill Bill's not on it. So it's not the full list of everybody that was there. So not the full real list. That's gonna come out at some point in time. But this is a lot of motherfuckers. There's a lot of people that was on here. Preston Davis, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. So let's run down who we do know was at the party. All right, here we go. First on the list, Alec Baldwin. So, does anybody think they framed Alec Baldwin for shooting that camera lady? And you was like, why did they frame Alec Baldwin? Now, I don't know if y'all heard that the camera lady, she was talking about exposing a lot of the fuckery that was going on. If y'all go back and look at her Facebook and Twitter, she was a conspiracy person. And she was talking about exposing a lot of that shit. The camera lady who got smoked, she was on that shit. So just so happened the camera lady who was going to expose a lot of this shit, she gets shot accidentally by a loaded gun on the set, when those guns are supposed to be checked to make sure that there's nothing like that. Now, just so y'all know, the actor don't check the gun. The actor don't know shit about guns. The actor they take a small little course to learn how to handle guns and shit like that, but the actor is not checking the gun for real rounds. They wouldn't know a real round from a fake round. Now, saying that Alec Baldwin knew of some shit that he knew, I don't know. I think he being framed because he on the list. And that nigga may not know, and he may know some shit. Alec Baldwin's on the list. Who else is on the list? David Copperfield, the magician nigga. Woo! David Copperfield is on the list. God damn. That nigga was over there doing some magical shit on the island. Most of the whole Forbes family is on the list. Forbes magazine, Forbes, all that. Yep, them niggas. Forbes, all this, Forbes here, Forbes that, Forbes, and Ford, F-O-R-D, Ford. A lot of them cats is on the list. Who else? Let's keep it popping. We got, this hurt my heart right here. This one hurt my heart, y'all. Chris Evans. Damn, Captain America. Not Captain America. Chris Evans. Oh man. Damn. Winter Soldier is my favorite. One of them, my top 2 all-time MCU movies. Winter Soldier and Infinity War. God damn, man, that hurt my heart. Dion Spivey, what's up, brother? Damn it, Chris Evans. You got Kevin Spacey. We knew all about that already. So this list came out on the dark web, y'all. So they're supposed to release the other part of it where the real people are on it. But this is the list that we got off the dark web. So Kevin Spacey. This the other one hurt me. Chris Tucker. Ah, damn, man. Chris Tucker. Ah. Oh no. Ivanka Trump. Actually, all the Trump families was on there except Donald. Most of the Trump people all the Trumps was on there except Donald Trump. Donald Trump ain't wasn't on there. Christy Turlington. That's for the old school people. She was one of the hottest models in the world at some point. She's considered a Hall of Fame model. Christy Turlington. Damn. Some police officers. Sergeant Goldberg of the 19th Precinct. I think this was New York. Sergeant Goldberg, what your bitch ass doing on Epstein Island, nigga? Huh? Huh? Sergeant Goldberg. We got Mike Wallace, the reporter from CBS. God damn, Mike Wallace. Oh, shit, man. We got Barbara Walters, Barbara Wawa. Dang, Barbara Wawa. Hey, you see, she kicked the bucket at the right time, didn't she? She just kicked the bucket like 3 weeks ago. She kicked the bucket at the right time, right before the goddamn list come out. This bitch kicked the bucket. Come on, man. So Barbara Wawa, Bobby Weinstein. Of the Weinsteins, some of the Weinsteins, not Harvey. I didn't see Harvey, but I saw Bobby. Alan Dershowitz. Y'all don't know who that is, do you? He was one of the lawyers for OJ. Alan Dershowitz was one of OJ's lawyers. Alan Dershowitz. He was one of the cats that got OJ off. John Kerry. Senator John Kerry. Oh, no. We knew that nigga was. We knew that motherfucker. Michael Ovitz. Y'all don't know who Michael Ovitz is. Y'all ain't from L.A. People from L.A. know. Michael Ovitz was the biggest Hollywood manager at some point. I think he started CAA, the biggest management agency in Hollywood right now. Michael Ovitz, that dude. He did the shit. He was on the list. Tony Blair, the ex-prime minister of the UK. He's on there. We not surprised. This nigga been at the World Economic Forum this whole in all January talking crazy about locking people up and taking people's rights and all this and that shit. So don't surprise me he was there. This the one that really hurt me. Other than Chris Evans, Captain America. David Blaine. Not David Blaine. Not David Blaine. Come on, man. I met you a couple of times. Kicked it with you at the Four Seasons. He seemed like a cool cat. Not David Blaine. I hope you were just at the party, David. Please just be one of the ones who was just at the party, rubbing elbows, and then you got the fuck out of there. I hope that's the case. David Blaine. Charlie Rose. Y'all seen the Charlie Rose interviews that he got on PBS. That's Charlie Rose. Rothschilds. There, a bunch of Rothschilds was on the list. We ain't surprised about that, right? Henry Kissinger, that nigga was on the list. Yep, Henry Kissinger, that old ass nigga. He probably still going there, getting the adrena crazy. David Koch of the Koch brothers, he was on the list. Yo, Steven, appreciate you, brother. Thank everybody for hitting that super chat. David Koch of the Koch brothers. The other Koch brother died, so he probably was there too. This one hurt me too. Christopher Lambert. Christopher Lambert. Y'all don't even know who that is, do you? Old heads, y'all, if you're in the movies, you know Christopher Lambert is the first Highlander. Go watch the Highlander movies. Y'all know about the Highlander? Go watch, especially watch the first Highlander. That was breaking off about the Moors. That's what Sean Connery was the first Highlander. That nigga said he came from Egypt. That nigga Sean Connery was the first Highlander. Said he came from Egypt, but the second nigga who came after him, who took his powers, was Christopher Lambert, and he did the Highlander movies after that. Man, I can't believe it. Christopher Lambert. Ted Kennedy. Ted Kennedy Jr. Excuse me, Ted Kennedy Jr. Basically, it was like a bunch of Kennedys actually on the list. Kennedy, this Kennedy, that Kennedy. The Kennedys was all down the list. All them niggas was there. Andrew Cuomo. He was on the list. Andrew Cuomo was on the goddamn list. Oh, you see that nigga was. Don't surprise. It wouldn't surprise me if Chris Cuomo was right behind him, but we only saw Andrew. Mike Bloomberg, the former mayor of New York, the nigga who did the stop and frisk, that nigga was there. Mike Bloomberg, Mike Bloombeezy, that nigga was over there doing fucking, just doing the do, fucking up. Mick Jagger, y'all know Mick Jagger. I can't get no satisfaction unless it's on Epstein's Island. But Mick Jagger, the vice chairman of the Goldman Sachs, he's on the list. Liz Hurley, she's on the list. Y'all remember Liz Hurley? Liz Hurley was the famous, she was a famous supermodel. She was the girl in Austin Powers. Y'all remember the first Austin Powers? Actually, I think she was in both of them, the first and the second one. But she was the girl, she was the love interest in the first Austin Powers. Liz Hurley. Dustin Hoffman, he was on the list. Not what's the Conceptual Elixirs. Thank you, brother. Always hooking me up. Dustin Hoffman, y'all. Damn, not my boy Dustin Hoffman. That nigga did the movie Outbreak. Go watch that movie. Outbreak was off the chain. It's all about this whole Pandeezy shit right now. But he did Tootsie and all that other shit, man. Not Dustin Hoffman. Then we got, y'all don't know who this is. This dude is George Hamilton. He an old actor from the 80s, 70s, and 80s. Nigga used to tan himself real crazy. Nigga looked like leather. Nigga whole skin looked like leather. We had Minnie Driver. Y'all don't probably know who that is. That was the love interest on Good Will Hunting. The girl who Good Will Hunting was trying to get with, her name was Minnie Driver. That's the actress. She was on the list. The Duchess of York, the Duke of York, Ralph Fiennes. Y'all don't know who Ralph Fiennes is, do you? That's Voldemort. Voldemort was on the list. God damn, nigga, Voldemort. And then the last one, because I didn't go through the whole damn thing. It was so many people on there. The last one I got for y'all is Rupert Murdoch. Obviously, old, nigga who owned Fox. Rupert Murdoch. He was on the list. All them cats is on the list and much, much more, y'all. So we have UFOs. We got UFOs. We got all kind of shit coming out. We got railroad derailments and all kind of shit. But boom, the same damn week, the whole list come out. Now that, like I said, that's just a taste of the list. Y'all can go check it out. Man, David Blaine. I can't believe David Blaine was on the list. That nigga hurt me. You an Aries too, man. You ain't supposed to do Aries like this. Fuck, nigga. So, that's the list, y'all. So y'all do your own study. Y'all go check it out. But it's quite a coincidence that all the shit is coming out now. All this shit came out the same week that list came out. And I just show y'all the list. God damn it, Captain America. How do you go, nigga? Chris Evans? Oh, you bitch ass nigga. All right, y'all. So now, moving right along, there's a study that came out that showed, this is on MSNBC. They showed this the other day. MSNBC showed there's a study that says that natural immunity, we already know this, but this is a new study that they keep doing these studies, but now the newer one just showed again that natural immunity is 90 times better than the cupcake. Excuse me, 90%. 90% better, sorry. It has a 90% effective rate. Star Child, thank you. New study came out. Then it said it lasts, the waning of it, meaning your natural immunity, it leaves faster. It lasts longer, basically, is the simple, to make it more simple. Natural immunity lasts far longer than if you get the shot, the cupcake. Sorry, damn it. Than if you get the cupcake. But then they said if you get the Boost Mobile though, yeah, okay. Natural immunity, it lasts longer. Okay, you got me. But if you go get a Boost Mobile, then that shit gonna take you right back up, my nigga. Shit, nigga, I done won this argument already, nigga. I done won the argument already. Nigga, all you gotta go is get more Boost Mobiles, and that's gonna kick your shit up every time. Nigga, all you got is one immunity. One damn thing, one time you caught the immunity, you caught the boogie V, and now you got immunity. Nigga, you can go get 100 Boost Mobiles, nigga. Take your shit right back up every time, nigga. We got you beat, nigga. I don't know what the hell you talking about. You thought you had a motherfucking argument, nigga. We can go get 100 Boost Mobiles, nigga. 100 Boost Mobiles, nigga. Yo, one little damn shit. Hey. That's what they talking about. And why they saying that, sudden adult death syndrome is the most common cause of death in Alberta, Canada. Niggas just dropping dead. Just out of nowhere. That's the most common cause of death in Alberta, Canada, is sudden adult death syndrome. How in the hell do people just be dropping dead and you just start accepting that's the shit? People just drop dead all of a sudden. You've never seen that shit before in your life until the last 2 years before they came out with an experimental drug for your ass. But everybody is just not even, they David Copperfield in your ass. And you forget all about the shit. The most common cause of death is sudden adult death syndrome. That's fucking insane. Niggas just dropping dead for no reason. And nobody is questioning it and talking about it. Other than us. Telegram. But you're not seeing it in any mainstream place where it needs to be seen. Unless you guys are putting it there, which is what you should be doing. Y'all should be sharing, saving, sharing, sending all of that shit. Texting links, all of that. That's the only way you're going to fight back against this shit. Sudden adult death syndrome, the most common, man, sorry, Canada. God damn. Because y'all are a dictatorship at this point with the son of Castro sitting in the driver's seat. And then, like I said, they put the cupcakes on the schedule in America for children. So I don't know what to tell y'all, man. They are really trying to push this, but they can't push it if you know what's going on, because you can fight back against it. The people who know and have the information, they're pushing back and they're fighting back against it, and they're winning. They're going to court, they're fighting against it, boom. Judges are ruling if you take it to court, judges are ruling in favor of the people. That's what's happening right now, because now it's so far removed. I think some of these judges feel guilty that they didn't speak up earlier. Excuse me. And so that's what you got going right now. So we got to fight back. Otherwise, shit ain't popping. Then now they're trying to hit you with the new thing they're trying to hit us with. I talked about this a few months ago, called the Marburg. Did y'all look that at the Marburg? Excuse me, Marburg, Marburg Boogie V, right? So that's the new thing they're trying to hit you with. So in Equatorial New Guinea, they said 9 cats died of the of the Marburg. So, we about to get on alert, everybody. Oh shit, it's about to break out into the rest of the world. Y'all better get down. We got to put on lockdown. Everybody put your mask back on. Go put a hazmat suit on. Get in the house. Don't do nothing. Don't come outside. Lock down your businesses. Don't do nothing. Because 9 niggas done died. So we about to lock down the whole world again. See, it's the World Economic Forum. I mean, not the World Economic, it was them, but it's also the WHO, WHO, and they come in with that Pandeezy Treaty. And so if they declare that something can be a Pandeezy, then the treaty takes over. They're able to take over your country, usurp the country's sovereignty through that Pandeezy Treaty. So Marburg, which you never heard before, has never been a fucking problem ever before. Never, ever, ever. They've had it over in Africa and it's never really harmed anybody over in Africa. But now all of a sudden 9 niggas done died from it. And now we got to all be scared of it. But when it's never fucking hurt anybody really ever, other than a few cats in Africa. Oh shit, everybody! Ho, hey, ho! And the fear train goes on, right? So, like I said, they're trying to implement this whole goddamn plan, but it's not going down. We have to get, in America, we got to get the fight back, the fight that these other cats have in their countries. Like, most of these other cats in their countries, they don't even have freedom of speech and shit. Like, they don't have the rights that we have in America, but they over there riding harder for rights that they really don't have than we are over here, to trying to protect the rights that we do have over here. Now, I know Jimmy Dore is supposed to be doing a rally against the war tomorrow. So if y'all in Washington, D.C., it's at the Capitol or at the Lincoln. I think it's at the Lincoln Monument. Y'all might want to check. It's either at the Capitol, the Lincoln Monument, I think. So they're holding a rally against the war. So but you only see this far and few in between over here. We're not kicking up any dust about this. We just so complacent while they send hundreds of billions of dollars over to Ukraine, knowing that it's really America that's fighting the goddamn war, and they're using Ukraine as a little, you know how you were in a fight when you was a kid, and you didn't really want to fight the other dude, and the other dude come in and say, he grab your hand and say, you hit the middle dude, and then the middle dude walks over to your enemy and he says, bam, and he hits you, and then he hits the other dude, and then the other dude hits the middle guy and he walks back over to you, and then boom, he hits you, and then y'all back and forth, you're trading blows through the middle guy. Who used to have fights like that back when you was a kid? I've seen it so many goddamn times. That's what America's doing right now. Ukraine is the middle cat, taking all the blows and delivering them back and forth, right? So, that's what we got going on. But like I said, in these other countries, they're fighting back. In Britain, the rally is kicked up. I just saw the footage of it this morning. They are riding. They don't want no 15-minute cities over in London. They like, fuck all this shit. You ain't about to lock us down. Tell us we can only stay in a city where it takes 15 minutes to get around, and we can't go no further than that. Get the hell out of here. We have to mash like that, everybody. This is a spirit that's starting to pervade through everybody throughout the world because they're starting to see all the lies from the pandeezy. And so it's sparking something in people. You know, that's like it has in you guys, but we gotta kick up more. Because over here, they're trying to take us out, you know, the hardest. They're really trying to do the world, but they're really trying to take America out because America is the last stronghold against the one world government. Because we have a constitution that fucks their whole plan up. Y'all don't really understand. Like, yeah, America is a fucked up country for sure. Let's get that down off the bat. America is on some bullshit, especially if you're melanated, right? Or any other minority, but especially if you're melanated. America is on some fuck shit. But compared to all the other countries, go talk to people from other countries or people who go visit them other countries. They'll tell you, yeah, them other countries, yeah, America's fucked up, but you can't do shit over there. In them other countries, they got that shit on lock. Ain't no freedom of speech over there. Ain't no constitution. They tell you what the fuck to do. They tell the citizens what to do in those other countries. So in America, you have that, but you don't fight for it because you're so complacent and apathetic to the Constitution because you feel that you've had those rights for so damn long. They just automatic. They not automatic. I told you freedom ain't free. You have to work for that shit. You see them niggas over in the other countries, they're the ones who are going to be free in that before too long because they're mashing out. You, American niggas, are just sitting back being complacent and just letting them get away with this shit. Get your ass up, get involved. You got to get in the game. Put me in the game, coach. You got to put me in the game. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready, coach. I've been working on my jumper, baby. 1,000 jumpers a day, coach. Put me in the game. That's got to be you. You have to want to get in the game. So like I said, watch out for the fuckery in the Marburg and the XB 155.76829 P7 P37 space modulator. They got all kind of fuckery coming for us, but we got to watch out. Now, we talked about a while back the earth stopping, right? The core of the earth stopping. Did you guys see the 9 whales? Did y'all see the 9 whales that was beached in New Jersey in the last, I think it was in Jersey in the last 60 days? So 9 beached whales rolled up on the shore in the last 60 days. Now, I talked about last week how the birds falling out of the sky and the fish roll up on the shore. All of this is because they have electromagnetic directioning. They're directed by the electromagnetic field of the earth, the electromagnetic north and south of the earth. So if that stops and flips, they don't know what the fuck to do. They lost. So that's why you see a lot of these animals popping up and shit like that, just rolling up on the shore, especially whales. So like I said, we've seen that in the fish, we've seen that in the birds, but the earth flip, the polar shift is some real stuff. How many of y'all went out and saw the Outer Limits? Did y'all go watch that? The Music of the Spheres? And y'all saw how they had to turn gold because the sun got purple. The sun turned purple, which is super ultraviolet, and so they had to turn their skin gold in order to protect themselves from the extra ultraviolet rays. Now, who on the planet wouldn't have had to change? I don't know. Who on the planet already got UV protection? Oh. Oh shit, my nigga. Hey, you talking about me? You talking about me? Oh shit, nigga. Yes, niggas. All white, all Caucasian people in the show who had to change their skin, to protect themselves from the sun. You seen they weren't talking about niggas. We already got the protection. But are you in alignment? Are you in alignment for when this shift fully goes through? Are you prepared? Are you in harmony with the earth? Are you letting go of old habits and old thought patterns, negative thought patterns that led you to, you know, the negative outcomes that you are that you're in today? Well, polar shift, flip it. You can do that. Flip it, damn it. You get boop, just reverse it. As John Witherspoon say, just reverse it. Don't whip that, but don't be pussy. Whip that pussy. Bang, 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 bang. Anybody who's seen what was that with Eddie Murphy? Y'all know the movie, damn it. Roger Rose, appreciate you, brother. What's the damn movie? I forgot my damn. What's the damn movie, y'all? What's the movie with Eddie Murphy and Eddie Murphy when he was the when he was whipped on jazz on old girl? Come on, y'all, put it in there. Boomerang, thank you. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. I couldn't remember, but yeah, you got to reverse it, right? So whatever negative things and stuff that you've been doing, any patterns that led you to some old bullshit, man, you are in the time of the polar shift. You can shift the poles in your favor. This is where we are right now in the universe. This is why their plan ain't working the way it was. Before, their game plan would have been working like gangbusters. Just right out of the playbook. Fear, you know, kill, fear, you know, we come to save the day, blah, blah, blah. And everybody's, no, it ain't working like that no more. All the information is getting out. They can't do the same shit. Why? Because there's a polar shift, energy shift. Stuff is not moving. Energy is not moving in the patterns and ways that they're used to secure their damn outcome. But it's moving in ways that's going to expose everything if you're able to get in harmony. So please do, everybody, get in harmony with the universe as the polar shift goes through. Because we are the ones who don't have to go through any shifts and changes, really. You just got to just be in harmony as it goes through. And so then, did y'all see that they the cow, the cloning? So it's real quick. This hit me. So the cloning. Did y'all see that they got the new clones? They just cloned some new cows. So this is because they're trying to get to the point where they clone the humans. They've already cloned humans, but they want to clone humans legally. Let me say that. They cloning humans, just doing it in the dark. T. Ross, appreciate you. Thank you. They're cloning humans, they just doing it in the dark. But excuse me, they're trying to get to a point to where they clone humans in the light. And so with each cloning breakthrough, that tells the public that, hey, aren't we ready to start? Don't you want us to clone some humans? Now I told you about that, about the baby farm, the clone farm that company had. They want to do baby pods and genetically manipulate babies, right? So now, but they got to get you used to that. So now there's a new cow they called the super cow. They just cloned a new cow called the super cow. And the cow produces 50% more milk than a normal cow. What's in that milk? First of all, you shouldn't be drinking milk at all. Milk is mucus. That's the snot from a damn cow. Just so y'all know. That's high mucus in milk. So y'all shouldn't be drinking that shit in the first place. If y'all drinking milk, I can't do nothing for you. God damn. But, and also, just so you know, no one should be drinking milk. Just so we're clear. 70% to 75% of the people in the world are lactose intolerant. You weren't, especially melanated people, you're not supposed to drink milk. And you're especially not supposed to drink another mammal's milk. You're supposed to only drink the milk of your species if you're going to drink milk, right? Heard anything about the so-called zombie virus? No, I haven't heard. I don't know what it is. But it lines up with the Last of Us TV show. I'll talk about that in a minute. But you shouldn't be drinking any milk other than your species milk, like your mother mammal's milk, right? Just so you know, the word mammal it comes from mammaries. That's where the word mammal comes from the mammary glands of the woman, the female. So just so you know, all these people. Oh, Nabawi, thank you, appreciate you, brother. That's a Know Your Rights Foundation volunteer right there. Appreciate you, brother. Uh, but yeah, so all these people talking about the trans and all that, and there's non-binary, and there's no such thing as this and that. What do you? The absolute bullshit. The word mammal literally comes from mammaries. When they say, well, you're just a what they call them they call them breastfeeders and baby makers or some shit. They don't call them women or anything like that. But the very species mammal comes from the fact that we come from the feminine species. We come from this feminine with mammaries, mammary glands, milk, mother's milk, right? Shout out to the boys. That's the homie on the boys, mother's milk. But that's what that is, right? And so you should be drinking them. Now, what's closest if you're gonna drink milk? What's closest to a human's milk? That would be goat. Goat's milk is the closest milk to human woman's or mammal's milk. It's not the same. Just so we're clear, not the same. It's just the closest. So if y'all gonna fuck around and drink some milk, which you shouldn't do, it's just mucus. But make sure you drink. You said, oh, Gerald Jokes, thank you, brother. Trudeau is full of shit. He said Trudeau, yeah, Trudeau is full of shit, for sure. Trudeau was absolutely full of shit, but he's World Economic Forum, and they not gonna let him go nowhere. They've captured the country of Canada with that dude, and he ain't going nowhere. But so just want to let y'all know out there, yo, that showed me that the clone humans are very shortly coming. Now that they're cloning cows and they're going to give you the milk from cloned cows, which is, but that's coming, y'all. I hope y'all understand that. And then one of the last things I wanted to talk about was so there's this war that people are saying that's coming out, right? They're saying there's a civil war coming, and or there's a race war coming. Now, I delve into the nerd world. So in the nerd world, I'm in both sides. You got your right wing nerds, and you got your left wing nerds, and you got nerds in the middle. And so I listen to all of that, right? So the right wing nerds, these are a lot of Caucasian cats, and they're really feeling the pressure of them not being at the top of the food chain anymore, right? And that's their whole major thing. We're not at the top of the food chain anymore. There's a war against whites. That every joke in a TV show is against white people and this and that. So the reason I'm telling you all about this because I know y'all may not know that this is bubbling under the surface, and this is also pushed out by the mainstream with the woke talk. Right now, they throw what is it racial education, I should say, because I don't it's basically what it is. They'll throw racial education or racial history in with woke shit, which it shouldn't be in there. That stuff should be taught, but the Caucasians will throw that in there because they don't want everything that they don't want to deal with. They throw into the woke pot. So that comes, it becomes all one big woke title, and we can get rid of all of it at the same time, right? So CRT, which they call it, but it's just really history, is really what CRT is. Now, some of it is some bullshit, but most of it is just history, and it's really getting to them. As you saw that Ron DeSantis in Florida, he said, no, we're not going to allow African American history to be taught in the schools for advanced placement classes. Excuse me. So he said they won't allow that for advanced placement classes. So it's really a major thing, especially with the right wing cats. They're the ones really ringing the bell about Caucasians being put in the, on the back burner. Now the reason I'm talking about this is because, again, I watch a lot of this stuff, and there's a fire brewing under, right? They're feeling there's a lot of animosity going on from the Caucasian side of the game. And you never know what that may boil over into. So melanated people need to be highly aware of what's being talked about in those circles. And they're really hating the fact that Caucasian people aren't the heroes anymore, or if they're heroes, they're made to look stupid. And now this is a man thing as well. This goes across the board for men, but you don't see really men any too many male or melanated male stars or protagonists, meaning the hero of the movie. So, but they're trying to do that. But the reason it's not working is because they're trying to artificially push up melanated people without it being good content. And so this allows the Caucasian people on their side to have the argument that it's all fuckery, that the woke thing is just letting what they call race swapping and all this and that type of stuff, and it's fucking up everything in America, the whole race thing. Now, again, I'm talking about this because you need to be highly aware of what they're talking about, so some shit just doesn't pop up out of nowhere. Now, am I telling you this so that you can you know, get into your race war mode? Absolutely not. But I definitely do want you guys to be aware that this is brewing under the table, and it's getting talked about constantly every single day. The joke about the Caucasian man being the joke, the brunt of the joke. Now, how far is that gonna go? They're really upset about, you know. So it goes back to, this is how it came about. What was that? The Proud family, right? So that's how this came about. This how this topic came about. You saw the Proud family just came out with their new shit this last week, and it was called Prouder and Louder? I think that's what it was called. And so they did you see the the word speak or whatever, it's like, what they call that shit? The word play that they were doing, or whatever the hell that shit is. Slaves built this country. Y'all see that shit? That shit, what you call it? Yeah, what you call it? The chest feeders. Slaves built this country. Right? So that got all the Caucasians talking this week. So that's how this came about, my thing, because they put the Loud family, or the Proud, whatever the fuck. I never watched this shit. So I'd never known what it was. But apparently, so they all talking about, and then in the show, the Proud family, they got a melanated brother married to some Caucasian brother. And you have white fragility, and you don't understand me. What the fuck are they doing in this show? Putting the bullshit, the alphabet mafia bullshit, into the Louder and Prouder family, trying to push that into the melanated houses, right? This is a whole big fuckery game that's going on. I want y'all to understand, because you don't necessarily need to be fighting nobody. This is a bigger game going on, trying to separate motherfuckers in this shit. That's what's popping off, and the more you're separated, the greater power that they have. So I'm just making sure that y'all understand. Don't be out there with the fuckery. Don't fall for the bullshit, because they want y'all to get caught up in this race war bullshit. You stay on your path and do what you need to do for niggas. for melanated people to advance and get what you need to get. You stay on your path, because they're trying to rile you up. They are trying to rile niggas up right now, and it serves them, because the more you fight, the less you looking at them and what they doing. So, and whatever the hell you feel about Caucasian and shit, like, don't let them pump your shit up. Don't let them pump your shit up. Take everybody as they come at you. Don't have some type of overall perception of a certain race, based off of anything that you've seen that you've never experienced. Only deal with people as they deal with you. All right, because they're really trying to kick this shit up right now. We may not see it, but I see it in those circles. I'm trying to tell you, because that's where the intellectual property is coming through. That's where the propaganda is flowing through, and they're really into that. And so we got to be able to push back against that. Now, especially against them trying to push that LGBT bullshit into our communities by pushing it to the children. Please get a hold of your children at this point. Grab them, take them out of the schools, because they know if I can grab that kid and I can snatch that kid's mind and mold it and shape that shit, no matter what, when they grow up, if they've seen LGBT stuff the whole time, if they seen that, that you've been using pronouns and shit the whole time, if they see that you've been, all the bullshit, if they keep pushing it on the kids and that's all the children see, by the time they get to their 12 and 13 and 15 and all that shit, that's all they know. They think the world is like that. So y'all got to grab the kids, man. This is the most important thing. I don't have children, so I got to employ y'all to do the shit. So grab your children, take them out of school. Please start teaching them at home, or get together, do a collective and start teaching them, because this is some fuckery. It's some major fuckery. And so you got to be on your shit. All right? Start teaching your children what they are in essence, elementally, with your melanin, showing them how, and everybody has melanin, just so we understand. This is not just for externally melanated people. Everyone has melanin, just so we aware. Just different levels of it. But you got to start teaching. This is what we've been talking about for the last 117 years. Who is that? Eagle Eyes Readings. Appreciate you. Thank you. You said planet Earth is harvested for all its life forms. That's right. Truth reveals the lies. That's right. Y'all don't understand, man. Planet Earth is a very coveted planet by multiple life forms. You niggas are special. You niggas, the humans, especially melanated humans on this planet, you are very special. Especially, y'all don't know, the aliens, these niggas don't get free will and all the rest of that shit. They got to do what they supposed to do. Free will is not some shit that's just all over the world, all over the universe. Free will is some special shit. And you have it, and a lot of these motherfuckers hate you for having it. So please cultivate the shit. Build your mind, build your spirit, build your body. Understand who you are in essence. This is right here, Great Book of Melanin Research. Your melanin is 511 grams an ounce on the stock market. So you need to understand why, and I'll start healing it, taking care of it. Right now, like I just killed a bunch of turkey burgers this week because I went crazy. I was on my cleanse. So I went crazy for my turkey burgers this week, but I'm about to go back on the cleanse this week because I felt so good on the cleanse and I don't want to fuck up my shit. So I'm about to go back because I just murdered a bunch of turkey burgers this week. And the turkey, there's some turkey investigators out there looking for me. Some turkey FBI is looking for me because I did some shit to some turkey burgers this week. But next week, I'm going to be all good. I'm going back on my cleanse. Why? Because you got to take care of this, because if you don't take care of it, it ain't going to take care of you. So you got to know how to take care of it, how to heal you right here. And if you get this, you get the Great Book of Melanin Research. Remember, you get the Know Your Rights manual, everything you need to know about your rights. Because if you don't take care of these rights over here, everybody, they will leave you. They are trying to cut these rights from you. The fact that they call in free speech misinformation lets you know they don't want you to saying nothing. So you got to get in the game. I'm going to employ you. I'm going to yell at you. I'm going to do whatever the hell I got to do to get you to know your rights. Because that is the last end game. Do y'all understand that? It's never been done before. Our community has never gotten together and learned their rights as a collective. What would that do? Have y'all thought about what that would do if we all know the rules to the game? What the fuck could they do to you after that? If you all know the rules to the game and you know how not to let them take advantage of you. Every single way. With paper, you ain't got to go in the streets and march and yell and cry and fart and do all this. They ain't take down. They don't love us. They don't take care of us. We're our freedom, our speech, our rights. We shall overcome. We get no justice and all that. Yes, you do. You got to learn the goddamn rules to the game. If you playing a nigga in Monopoly and he's snatching all your money because you keep landing on Park Place and Boardwalk, and you don't know the rule, and he keeps snatching your money up, whose fault is it? That's your goddamn fault. Shit. That you didn't sit down and flip the box over. The rules is right there on the top of the box. So that's your fault if you didn't flip the box over and read them damn rules and you getting your ass raped on the board. Great, excuse me, on the board because you don't know the rules to Monopoly. So this is the rule book right here. Right here. So get on over. If you don't, this right here, you get this in the package. If you get the Great Book of Melanin Research. Oh, appreciate you, Suge Mac 510. Thank you. So this right here is the surety bond book. So just to let y'all know, this lets you know the state laws of where you can find the bonds. The bonds are the police insurance. Yes, for every police officer has to have a bond in case they mess up, they do damage to the public at large, because the city is not going to pay for all that out of their pocket. So they need a bond on the police officer or public official so that they don't have to pay all that money. That's a law. So right here, this is the state laws they'll tell you where the bonds are hidden in your state, and you're gonna have to do more work. Everybody who's ordering this, and you say, well, man, yes, you got to do some footwork, damn it, in your own time. This is exactly how you do it in your state. No, it's 50 different ways to do this in 50 different states. I mean, this is not how you do this in your state. This is to show you where the rules are in your state to tell you how to do this, or where you go find the laws at. So that's what this is about. And then just so you know, most of the laws regarding bonds are in your local ordinances. I'm telling you, it's everybody right now. So if anybody who's bought this book, make sure you search your local ordinances for bond laws for police officers. All right, you got to do some digging. You got to do footwork. Right? Knowledge ain't free. You got to work for shit. So all you niggas out here don't want to work for nothing. You just want to be handed every goddamn thing all the time. Your ass is dead. If you're gonna sit back and wait for somebody to hand you a goddamn meal and you out here starving, you ain't gonna get fed. That's not how it works. So right here, the public official bond book, this lets you know where those bond laws are so that you can get out there and get that money. They violate your constitutional rights. And you know, this is the package you keep in your car. Y'all know what you keep in your car. Oh, right here. Oh, let me get and that goes, bam. This is the package you keep in your glove compartment. Police officer pulls you over. I don't answer questions, officer. Here, they ask you for your driver's license. You give them your driver's license and these 3 things. And this. And then you just sit there and don't say nothing. Where you coming from? I don't answer questions. Where you going? I don't answer questions. You're still living at this address? I don't answer questions. Did you have anything to drink tonight? I don't answer questions. You got anything in the car? You got any drugs or guns in the car? I don't answer questions. You see how that works? You don't answer goddamn questions for nobody. That's how that works. And boom, you give them this, and this lets them know what your rights are, and if they violate, what'll happen if they violate those constitutional rights. I'm telling you, people have been giving these at police stops, and police have been like, well, have a nice day. They don't want to see shit like this. Police, they give the police, look at this. Here you go, sir. Have a nice day. That's what's happening. And then what happens when you actually know how to defend this stuff? Sky's the limit for y'all, but you got to get out here and you got to learn in order for that to happen. So like I said, if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research right here, I'm going to give you get all the full package, but I'm going to put the crack scene. This is the liability card. Right, this has all the adverse effects that's happened from the cupcake. This is from the cat, the CDC, right here, right? All on the back. So if you give this to your employer, it lets them know that there are adverse effects that have happened, and they'll be liable for any of those adverse effects that happen to you if they force you to get the cupcake. And they're liable for every second that the cupcake stays in your body, because you're only on the job for about, 8 to 12 hours a day. Then the cupcake stays in your body. So they're liable for the rest of the time that the cupcake is in your body, because you're not on the clock, but you was forced to do something that is only required for your job. So they have to pay you for that. That's how that works. All right. So then, like I said, it comes with the report from the P.F. Heiser Bakery, their own study, their own clinical trial that showed 1,223 people kicked the bucket within the first 4 days. I think it was first 4 days to 10 days. So that lists their own study. They can your job cannot tell you that that's some fake shit. If you go to them and you start showing them, wait a minute, no, what? Well, what's all of this? This is one page of adverse effects from them. One page. It's all of that. It's like 150 adverse effects on there. In this report, there's 9 pages of reports, y'all. I only put 3 in here. Just so y'all know, I only put 3 of them in this report. And they're all this long. The adverse effects are all that long. All 3 pages. So this is how you fight back. This is how you get back at them. If you want the religious exemption card, go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. It's exclusively on that website right there, and you can get that. And this also comes with the P.F. Heiser Bakery report. All right, so we're giving you the tools. We're giving you the tools and the talent. All right, so get on over there. Make sure you do it. realnoggins.com if you want the full package with the melanin book. You got to order the hard copy melanin book. And like I said, you get the liability notice plus. And if you, I'll tell you what, you'll get the liability notice the whole week. But if you order today or tomorrow, I will throw in the deck of flashcards, the other deck of flashcards. All right, so you get 2 decks of flashcards and the cupcake liability notice if you order today and tomorrow. If you don't, if it's past Sunday, then you only just get this and a deck of flashcards. All right. So that's all I got today. Thank you, everybody. I got to get out of here. I'm about to, because I'm going on a cleanse on Monday, so I'm about to get it out. Give me another turkey burger. I'm just getting it out of my system. That's all. Getting it out of my system. So, but I'm about to get out and get me some food. I want to appreciate y'all. Thank everybody for hitting the super chat. Thank all the mods in there. Letitia, Gwendolyn Bonner, Miss Jeannie, Mel, Brian, and Jason. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. And I'm going to holler at y'all next week. Make sure y'all get over and hook Timmy Tight Top up with the weed juice. Weedjuice.com. Make sure y'all hook the brother up. Like I said, somebody just broke into his car. And so messed my boy up. So make sure y'all get over there and give Timmy Tight Top some support. Show him how we love him, man. We appreciate you, brother. And hook him up with some of these juice sales, all right? And that's how we do it. We're gonna get out of here. Appreciate y'all, and I'll let y'all next week. And deuces.